Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? I'm fucking exhausted, man. I don't know what the fuck happened, but my toilet just ran. We flushed. We went to the movies. We got home. My daughter went to the restroom, and it just started flooding. I don't know why. My brother-in-law came by last night. He was over here till about 1 fixing it, and we got it under control. And I wake up 4 hours later. My daughter's saying the hallway is wet. And now my whole basement is flooded and my living room is flooded just from the. I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted right now. Extremely tired, but I was able to put I was able to put some little bucket up there in the front of the in the in the living room area to contain that water downstairs. But my whole basement is tarnished. So yeah, man. I'm this morning has gotten off to a bad start. And I got to run all the way up to my job to go grab the shop vac so I can clean out, so I can get all that, soak all that water up out of my hallway, my bathroom, and my basement, man. But peep game, let's get into this shit, man. And that's um the rematch that took place yesterday being Fury and Tyson. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, man. It was an entertaining fight, man. It wasn't as action packed and dramatic as the first one. It wasn't, but Usyk did what Usyk does, which is be great in the ring, be a great ring general, incredible IQ, impeccable IQ. This dude can fight in any era of heavyweights, man. He might shine brighter in the heavyweight division of yesterday because he's not dealing with colossal size human beings. I don't think. I think Usyk is about. I think Usyk may be 6'2.5" or 6'3". But he's even if he is, let's give him 6'3". The tallest dude in the division is Tyson Fury, who's about 6'7". Joshua 6'6". Dubois, Joyce. So I've talked about it. I talked about it, in recent history, man. So for him to come up from cruiserweight, unify the division there, and then move up and do it up there with somebody who's supposed to, with two dudes who were marked to be the premier heavyweights, is just really, you know, a testament to this, to this guy's greatness, man. He came out yesterday and did what he did in the first fight, and I was just like, whatever look Fury throws at him, because of his supercomputer, he's just going to be able to adjust. And as we saw right out the gate, Fury was, he came out. He wasn't super flat-footed, but he was planted. His feet were planted. And Usyk just came out doing what he does, stabbing to the body, the jabs, the straights, everything was going downstairs, man. I think he did start taking chances a little bit earlier than I expected, even though that's not what I wanted because I just wanted him to be a little bit more calculative. Like, oh man, just the objective is to win this fight. The objective is to win this fight, man. You did see the level of focus in Fury's face. Like, nah, bro, you got off on some bullshit in that last fight. But, I'm coming here to off your head in this fight. Which, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to come in there like that, but it just wasn't enough, man. Tyson Fury is, you seen the focus in his eye. But one thing about him was he did good pressing the action, which I figured he did good pressing the action, which I said he would do. But like I said, also, Usyk's gonna find a way to get out of that pressure. He's gonna find a way to alleviate himself from that pressure. He's gonna spin you. He's gonna dip you. He's gonna turn you. You dig? And he one thing, he's just too agile on his feet. And the minute Fury started getting in some sort of rhythm, Usyk went back to bouncing on his toes and feinting. And Tyson Fury will be biting on the feints, and it's just what he does with his lead hand, how he just keeps you guessing and how he just keeps you guessing and just thinking, you dig, because he's consistently circling that lead hand and he's up and down with it and he's circling with it and he's circling with it, and it's mentally draining. And that's I think that that played a huge factor as well, and the fact that he's just always in motion, bro. He's never still. And he's not, and I think it helps him that he's not a power puncher. He's just going in here looking to point you. He's going in here looking to point you, man. So he's not looking. He's not looking to go in here and knock you out. He's looking to wear you out, wear you down, and beat you off fatigue and score that way, man. And the dude is just the truth, man. The dude is just the truth. Fury would plant his feet and he'd come forward and he'd have his best success coming forward. But the thing was, you can see in his body language, he didn't have the stamina to maintain that work rate to fight at that pace. You seen him, you dig. You seen him getting a little, not yeah. You seen him getting when he'd get flat footed, he'd have success and then he'd get back out to the outside because he's like, I gotta be able to do this. I gotta be able to work at this pace for the entirety of the fight, and I just can't do it. And you saw that. You saw that he having success, and then he get right back on the outside and start getting touched. Usyk will find a way to get up out of alleviate himself from the pressure, and then get right back on the outside and get back, force him to get back outside, getting touched. The dude is just a fucking mutant, man. The dude is a fucking mutant. So that's pretty much the gist of the fight, man. It was Fury was simply more assertive in this fight. It was definitely more assertive, but it just wasn't enough, man. It's just not gonna be enough. Usyk is just somebody that if you don't have his agility, if you don't have his IQ, and if you don't have that coupled with punching power, you're not gonna be able to do nothing with him, man. You're not gonna be able to do nothing with him. And just I don't know where Fury's mindset is at, man, because they were saying it yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but I just so happened to come back downstairs and they were in it was after fight commentary, post fight commentary, and somebody was saying, man, Fury is gonna it's gonna be difficult for him to adjust now because he's in a world where he knows he's not the best. He knows I can't beat this dude. I can't beat him. And you see him mentally unraveling right now, man. You see it. And I don't like saying that too much, man, but I beat him, and he got a Christmas gift. And the first time it was all, man, they were sympathetic towards him because of Ukrainian was happening to the Ukraine and all that. When that shit happened, when he says shit like that, that's him, that's a defense mechanism of him trying to cope with the fact that, bro, you lost. You lost that fight. And that's what it's looking like right now, man. It's just I don't know where bro go from here. I think he gets right back in the ring. You dig? You're not what it is you thought that you were because you beat Wilder. That was the biggest thing. You got more love beating Deontay Wilder than you got beating, taking a 10-year reign away from Vladimir Klitschko. So, nah, my man, just no. They just put you on this pedestal that you wasn't necessarily worthy of. Still a damn good fighter, man, but you beat Ali because you knocked out Dillian White with the same punch that he's been knocked out with 2 times previous before you got to him. Like, come on, man. Come on with it. So I don't know, man. I just I think Fury's a good fighter. I don't think he needs to retire though. I want to be very clear on that. I don't think he needs to retire. That you can't. Usyk is an all-time great. It's honestly no shame in losing to him. There's no shame in losing to him. But you do have to cope with the fact that you're not the best. You can't run around talking that wild shit that you've been talking for the past when you fought Wilder, 7 years ago. You can't use that as a crutch no more, as a proverbial crutch. But Usyk is just a bad man, bro. Usyk is just a bad man. He had a counterattack for everything you did. You want to plant your feet? All right, cool. I'm gonna spin and I'm gonna dip you. You're not gonna be able to maintain that work rate, man. So the minute you step back out, I'm just looking to poke to the body again. Calves to the body, straights to the body. And eventually got to the point where he started countering him mid-ring, bro. Like, this dude is just the fucking truth. Dude is an incredible talent, man. He went in there, he did what it is that he was supposed to do in that fight, man. That we all thought he'd do. I thought Fury would make him touch Earth one time. He didn't. And I mean, but just you ought to know coming in at 280 wasn't going to be the best, the more logical thing for you to do. The dude is he's just you can't pin him to the ropes. You can't pin him to the ropes, man. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna have success doing that. You can't pin that dude to the ropes. He's just he's too agile. He's too he's too mentally tough. He's just too nice. This is a legitimate all-time great. A legitimate all-time great. The dude is the truth. This is a deep Fury and no Fury. Usyk can fight in any heavyweight era. He can fight in any heavyweight era. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. He can fight in any era. He's that good. He's that great. He can compete in the 60s and the 70s and in the 80s and in the 90s. He can. He can. So, congrats to him on another win. And I didn't watch it yesterday. I didn't watch all the post fight and everything that happened post fight because as soon as the fight was over, I had to go upstairs and hop in the shower because we went on a little family date. But I seen Dubois hop in the ring, and you could just see in his energy he was not happy about that. Like, dude, you know, and Dubois is feeling himself as he should because he did what it is that he did. But I have no interest in seeing a Usyk versus Daniel Dubois rematch. I honestly don't. You shouldn't be looking in the direction of a Usyk due to the fact that you got Dubois in February. You got Parker in February. Why are you getting in the ring with him? Why are you getting in the ring with him? Come on, man. So you seen it. The dude is a man of integrity, man. And he just really was not feeling that. Like, who the fuck do you think you are to get in this ring with me, bro? You got me fucked all the way up. So he's not feeling that, and I'm not mad at him for not feeling that because he shouldn't be feeling that. But shout out to Alexander Usyk, and I hope Tyson Fury does not go into retirement because there's so much more money to make, and there's still big fights out there for you. If Usyk lost, there's still a real dope heavyweight landscape for him as well. But I think Usyk just needs to ride off into the sunset. You have nothing else to prove. You're a 2 division undisputed world champion, and the fact that you jumped up as a littler dude and conquered the gladiator arena that is the heavyweight division, you ain't got nothing else to prove. You ain't got nothing else to prove, man. But Fury, we still got the AJ fight. That is a big fight because now y'all both, AJ got to go and avenge the loss to Dubois. But that fight between y'all two, that British showdown is huge. If he can properly bounce back from Dubois, and Fury has that fight with Dubois as well. You dig? That's a dope heavyweight clash right there, man. Bacoli is still on. Bacoli is still there. Zile Shang, Caballero. You was talking about fighting Najee Caballero back before the Wilder rematch anyway. You dig? The heavyweight division is is deep. It's deep. You dig? Youngin. I don't think you'll. Moses Ituma. We're gonna talk about him later too. But I don't think he'll be on your radar. But you're not gonna go and fight no damn Joseph Parker. But all Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Caballero, and Bacoli, those four, like those right there those are still big fights for you, man. And I would like to see you fight in those fights. I would like to see it. So I don't think you do not need to let this loss just completely overcome you. You don't need to beat yourself up about it. Fighters lose. It ain't like you got knocked out. You just got 2 losses on your resume. It is is what it is. Name me another all-time great heavyweight. Uh, Name Rocky Marciano that never tasted defeat. So I don't think you need to retire. I hope you don't retire because there's still really big fights out there for you. So you know, get back on the get back on the good foot and do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Come next year, relish in the loss for another couple, for a couple of months, and then it's back to the gym. It's back to ordinary mode. Now you and that AJ fight is a really big that you need to be golding him in the fight. You're getting on his shit so you two can get in the ring and make the colossal size bag, and then y'all can go and retire. But y'all got to run that shit first, man. That's how I'm feeling about it, man. Congrats to Usyk on another victory, man. You're the truth, Brody. Deuces.